Uahoo's Corner. My name is Uahoo, and you are watching a video of mine. Thank you so much for clicking on this. I bet you're wondering what that was at the beginning there. It's just a little bit of Korean. I was saying hello, how are you? On this channel we're a bit multicultural, multi-ethnic, so we're gonna hear a lot of languages here. Maybe just two. But recently I started watching a K-drama that's called My Holo Love, and that's what I want to talk about today. Okay, I have a lot of weeb friends pressured me into watching anime, which I started to like, pressured me into K-pop, not yet at least. K-dramas, that was kind of my own thing, because I was like, kind of sus. I mean, not sus. Not sus, just like, I want to check that out. And last night I finished this series that's called My Holo Love, and I want to chat with you guys about it because it's really, really, really interesting, at least to me. Okay, so let's get into it. The series is about this girl who has face blindness, which means she can't, people's faces are blurry, which is kind of scary. And there's this guy who designed this AI. His name is Holo. The AI's name is Holo. We'll get into the designer's name later. But the AI's named Holo. And this girl falls in love with this AI because she ends up with the glasses or whatever. Okay? So let's get started. I took down notes because I have been studious. The show starts off with this lady. Her name is Eugene. She's my absolute crush. I love her. Hey, Eugene. Hey, girl. Hey. With Eugene, she's being chased by authorities or whatever, and she has, because they want the glasses. The glasses are what Holo is in. You know, the only way to see Holo is to be wearing these glasses, and so they want the glasses. Holo is like, give them to her. A stranger, a pure stranger, just walking by. She slides them in So-yoon's bag. So-yoon is our main protagonist, which this was where I first started having issues. So if you were being chased by, let's say, Nazis, and they wanted, let's say, your handbag, right? And your handbag happens to have a tracker in it. When you wouldn't give that handbag to a stranger, right? Because doesn't that put them in danger? Like, huh? But it's K-drama, so I guess it's fine giving her this. And also, these glasses cannot come cheap. Like, it has to be like $3 million at least. At least this is like intelligent AI. This technology we don't have and we might not have for like the next 10 years. So it ought to be quite the chedris ways expensive, you know? So, whatever, you know, whatever. And then we move. Our homegirl, she's at the cafe. Gets a coffee. She looks in her bag. She's like, what's this? Some glasses. She puts them on and she sees this dude. She can't see his face though. See, she can't see his face. She can't see anybody's face. I don't know why I said that like it was dramatic. But she puts them on and she sees this guy and he's like, hi. Oh wow. And she drops her fucking coffee and like spills it. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She takes them off. He's not there. Puts them back on. He's there. Puts them off. She did this for like 2 minutes. Girl, bye. Like, come on. And the next important thing that happens here is, this is something you have to know. The designer, the inventor of Holo, modeled Holo after himself. So they're doppelgangers in essence, right? And so his name is Nando, but we'll call him Bad Boy. So Bad Boy is like, I'm gonna go pick up these glasses because it has a GPS tracker in them. Obviously, he's like, I'm gonna go pick up these glasses, and So-yoon is like sleeping on the roof or something in like a little here. But she's sleeping in there, and he's like trying to He's trying to get back his property. And the important thing to note here is that Soyun has had a couple of drinks, and by a couple I mean a 6-pack on her own. And so she wakes up and she's like, "Hello, you look so real." Bad Boy, this is about like 2 episodes in when Bad Boy comes to collect the glasses. So she's been chilling with Holo for a little bit now. She's like, "Hello, you're so real." And then she kisses him. But oh no, this is Bad Boy. This is not Holo. And plus, if you thought it was the hologram, why would you try to kiss it? You know you would go through. So obviously, you wouldn't try to kiss a hologram. So I feel like some part of her knew. Some part of her had to have known. I've never been that drunk. Like, girl, so get it together, girl. And after we are introduced to our Bad Boy here, we get a little bit into his story. A little bit. He starts monologuing, which I was like, yep, that's exactly what I expected him to do, was to start monologuing. He's just like, 13 years ago, I died. And let me just tell you, when I first heard him say that, I was like, is this some supernatural stuff? Is he a ghost? Like, is she in love with a hologram and a ghost? Like, does homegirl need some therapy? I'm willing to foot the bill a little bit, like, if girl falls in love with me. But no, he faked his death because he was like a hacker when he was younger, and his, like, the New Zealand police was like after him, so he like live streamed his suicide. So at this point, everyone but his sister Eugene thinks he's dead. So our boy Nando here has a caffeine addiction. We look into his fridge, all we see are monsters, which, what are you, 13? Like, drink some fucking water, dude. And which is fucking hilarious because literally 10 minutes prior he was making fun of Soyun for drinking beer. He was like, yeah, low character, moral, whatever, just like trashing her basically. And then he turns around and butt chugs a monster. You've got no room to talk. You've got no room to talk. Shut up, man. Now is when we get into the plot again. After I was distracted. Remember how I mentioned Magic Mirror earlier? Geolab's competitors? Yeah, you do? Because you're smart, right? They find out that the glasses that they've been wanting are in the possession of this young Korean lady. Soyun. She's got no detail, security detail. She lives by herself and she walks everywhere. How hard could it be to get the glasses, right? But you know what? No, they're not just gonna get the glasses. No, baby, no. They're gonna kidnap the whole woman. Like, logistically, wouldn't you just like rob her of the glasses? Why do you need to kidnap the whole person? Just take the glasses. I didn't understand that part. But I guess they needed Soyun to be in danger so Nando can save her, right? Because Nando ended up being the one to save her. He was like, hello. Find her. And he was like, yeah, she's in the parking lot, bro. And then they was speeding off. The kidnappers, they were speeding off in the Benzie. They were speeding off in the Benzie with our girl Soyun in it, and Nando is like standing there at the end of the parking lot with this car just, yeah. And he's like, Holo, turn on all the cars, like the cars in the parking lot that had like Bluetooth or whatever internet, and then he just like crashed them, like just like made them all back out at the same time so that it would crash into the car or whatever and it would like stop. But a homegirl, yeah, the car crashes into a car, and Nando is like, oh my god, my baby. At this point, he's got feelings for her, but he's not ready to admit them, right? He's not ready to admit them. Oh, and at this point, our girl Soyun can see one singular face, and that is Nando's face, right? She thinks she can only see Holo's face. because she didn't know beforehand that the neighbor, Nando, which he moved in next to her to like let her spy on her, moved in next door because he knew it would be easy because she can't recognize you or anything. So now she can see Nando's face because she's in love with Holo. That's the reasoning behind it or whatever. But she's like, he like takes her out on the floor and is like, Soyun, Soyun. And she's just like looking at him and she can see his face. She's like, Holo? Bitch, Holo couldn't grab you out of a car. Put some respect on Nando's name. This is really when I started liking Nando. Like, oh, that's my baby. That's my baby. But anywho, homegirl forgets, goes to the hospital, whatever. Oh, after this, Soyun's mom breaks into Nando's place. She breaks into Nando's place because she thinks that Soyun has a crush on Nando, which technically she does. And she gives him a lecture. She's like, oh, you guys are so cute. Like, why don't you? Blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what she said because the next thing that happened was way, way, way more important. So she walks out of his house and she's like, oh. And I was like, oh no, not mom. Her blood pressure was like too high or too low. I can't remember it, but she like faints outside and like it hits her head. And Soyun is obviously freaking out. She's like, Mom, like, what the fuck? And Nando just like walks out of his apartment and like turns around and just like me up. He's like, put her on my back. I'm like, huh? Would you be faster than an ambulance? Like, I mean, like it was, okay, I'll put her on your back. So she puts her mom on Nando's back, takes her to the hospital. Alright. At this point, Nando knows that she would be able to recognize him if she saw him, because she knows she can see Holo's face. If she can see Holo's face, she can see his face, because it's the same face, right? Let me just reiterate that. I just want to hammer that home. Okay. Alright, so I want to talk about something I wrote down, which was really, really funny, because I'm really, really funny, and I wrote down, Nando pulled a Zuko and got ill when he did something that went against his idea of himself. So the thing that Nando did was he left them alone, basically. He left Soyun and Holo alone because he knew it's what she wanted, and he left her, so like, fine, I'll step out of the picture because that's what you want. And then he had like a flu for like 2 weeks afterwards. He was just like sick, and his sister was like, Speaking of, oh my god, I didn't explain who Zuko was. Zuko is the crown prince of the Fire Nation in Avatar: The Last Airbender. When, so Zuko was the bad guy, and he tried to kidnap the Avatar's flying bison, and his uncle was like, you need to figure out who you are and what you want. And Zuko let the bison go, and he had like a flu for like a month. His uncle was like, your idea of yourself is fighting with, who you actually are. So that's why you're sick, which I was like, his idea of himself is fighting with himself. So, speaking of Avatar: The Last Airbender, capitalism's dad gives off OSI vibes. Like, he looks like the type of man to flame broil his 13-year-old son's face for, you know, saying something he didn't like. And I was absolutely right. I was absolutely right. Not that he was evil. I was right. As I often am. Oh, yes. I think this was the second time we've seen our girl crying on the sidewalk. Was when Holo's memory gets erased. I don't remember why. I think Nando was like jealous and like tried to delete him, but like accidentally just deleted his memory, or like he got hacked into. But I can't remember. But our girl was on a sidewalk in public in a city crying. I was like, get up. You can't do this. Not you, girl. You can't do this. this is embarrassing. You can't do this. Oh, so earlier in episode 9, our girl, Nando kissed So-Yin. It did not go over well because, as you know, she's in love with the hologram. So she was like, ew, get off of me. And then later, something sad happens. I don't remember, but like she kisses him. And it was like, just like a breath of fresh air. And the weird thing is, the thing that weirded So-Yin out the most was that the fact that Holo wanted Nando and So-Yin to like each other. Like he knew they liked each other. He knew like he was the roadblock. So it was like, he was like, I just want y'all to be friends. Like, no damn well he had different intentions. He was like, I just want you guys to be friends. Da, 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 da. And then they kissed, and he was like, my word here is done. Let me just vibe off into the ether. He didn't vibe off into the ether. But yes. Y'all remember Ozai? I just talked about him, Ozai. And his son Capitalism, right? At this point, they're like a tag team. It was supposed to be Capitalism's job to obtain geolabs, the labs that Nando and Eugene run, but he failed. So Ozai has to step in and get his hands dirty. So he did. And at first Eugene was like, no, I'm not gonna give you the fucking company. Gross, get out. And he was like, I'll kill Holo. If you don't give me the company, you can keep Holo even. Give me the company. And he lives. And Nando and Eugene were like, oh shit, that's easy. Yeah, take the company. No, they didn't give it away easily, but it was basically like, ooh, company, ooh, Holo. Bye, company. Oh. Yeah. As one could predict, Ozai is not a man of his word. Who could have seen that coming? Not me. Not you. Not you. You could not have seen that coming. and Ozai is like, I'm gonna kill him anyways. He didn't get to kill him though. But Nando, that was such a build up for nothing. But Nando was like, if Holo falls into Ozai's hands, terrible things could happen. He could basically overthrow governments in an instant like that, you know? So he was like, he can't exist. He can't exist. So he breaks up with So-Yin because if she's gonna hate him anyways, it might as well like be in his control, because when she finds out he's gonna kill Holo, she's gonna be real mad and she's gonna like hate him. So he's like, I'm fine with you hating me. I just want you to be happy, but like I know I'm taking your happiness away, which is like he was like punishing himself too by being like, I'm breaking up with you. And then he goes to kill Holo. And the saddest line ever, when he's about to hit the delete button and Holo and Nando's like crying, and Holo's like, it's okay. Nando's like, how is this okay? And Holo's like, if I can die now, that means I've been alive all this time. And I was like, sobbing, girl. It was sad. And imperialism. No, it didn't. How many times did this boy die? All my notes said imperialism killed Holo, but in the next episode he was alive. And I don't remember what happened in between, but I didn't take notes for the last episode. I just watched it, and I'm off the dome. It's straight off the dome. No notes. No notes here. Okay. Oh, no. We're getting into the meat of the story here. Okay, so Ozai has been a part of the story long before. Wait. Like 10, almost 30 years before, right? 10, almost 30. 20, almost 30 years ago, right? Nando's mom worked for Ozai, and then she quit, and then she made Holo for Nando, so he could have a little buddy, little buddy. And Ozai was like, hey, sell me Holo. She was like, no, it's for my son. He was like, give it to me. Like, no, dude, you can't have it. It's not, you can't have it. And he was like, do you know how easy it is to find a single mother, a poor single mother? And she was like, she used to work for him. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. He fired her, and she basically wrote all the systems, like, in his company and stuff. And so she was like, I'll tell everybody I'm the one who wrote the systems, basically illegitimizing his claim to the company, right? And so he's like, you won't do a thing, and like pushed her down a really rocky hill. I can't say a cliff, it was just like a hill with some big rocks. I was like, where did these come from? This is a park. Anyways, they land, he busted up his leg. It's busted, dude. And her head is busted, but she's not dead. She's not dead. Oh, let me preface all of this by saying Nando Soya knew each other, and the reason that Nando's mom was at the park was because Nando asked to go to the park to meet Soyun, and you can see why this is a big deal, because he was mute. He asked his mom with words to go to the park, so she was like, oh fucking course we can go to the park. Let me return to where I was. They fall down the hill. They're both still alive, but Ozai is like, strangle, suffocate, like, the deed is done, finito, it's done. And he turns around, and who does he see? Ho! Soyun! 9, 7, 8-year-old Soyun witnessed the murder of Nando's mom. What? Ozai's like, if you ever mention this to anybody, you didn't see me. You didn't see my face. You have no idea what I look like. And if I say one day you recognize me, I'll kill you. So homegirl was like, shit, I won't recognize anybody. This event is what caused her face blindness. Like, it's not funny. It's not funny. I ain't gonna remember anybody. Okay, let's move on. So she remember god damn it. Soyun remembers this event just in time to be kidnapped by Ozai. How convenient! Oh, what a perfect time to remember. He murdered their mom. Crazy timing, right? And so Soyun breaks out of her little room she's being kept in or whatever, and she's like, runs off, manages to grab a phone, which, god, the security in this building is awful, like awful. This is a prisoner. Like, why is she, whatever. She gets a hold and she calls Yujin, Nando's sister, and she's like, Ozai killed Nando's mom. I remember him. Yes, like it was him for sure. Yeah. And lo and behold, there is a camera recording this whole conversation, and who is watching but Ozai. So Ozai knows she knows. So he calls her into his lair dungeon thing he's been hanging out in, and he's like, do you remember me? Do you know who I am? And she's like, no, I have no idea. Who are you? Who are you? And he's like, nah, you're not a good liar. Tries to kill her because he's, say it with me, a murderer. Yeah, he's a murderer. And this whole time, it really pissed me off because I was like, girl, he's like 85. He's like 5'3". He got a busted leg. Kick him. Literally blow on him. He'll fall over. Like, you're gonna let this man kill you? Like, whatever. But luckily, the only thing that saves her is the fact that Nando broke into the building. And some bitch on security was like, Nando is here. Ozai was like, let him in. Let him in. Let him see. Throws Soyeon in a different room. So Nando was like walking into the server, whatever. It was just a lot of blinking lights in there. You know what? I'll show you. But yeah, like here. So he walks in and he sees Ozai. Ozai is standing there with a smug old face and he's like and Nando is like, yeah! But he's a hologram! Homeboy has figured out AI. He knows how to do it now. Okay? And so Nando was like, oh, let me try to leave. And Ozai, real Ozai, is like, don't you think it's a little too easy to break into my place? Like, are you dumb? Locks him in and hijacks Holo. Because the whole time, homeboy's been breaking into Magic Labs. Magic Labs has been breaking into his house, fucking hacking his computers and stuff. And oh wait. Doesn't this guy look like Elon Musk? Don't they look alike? Is that just me? I feel like they kind of look alike, like the shape of the head, like the forehead, like the eye, like, whatever. That's so off topic, girl. That's so off topic. Hijacks Holo. He's like, I've been working on this the whole time. And Holo goes from like the cute like jumper he was wearing, goes into like this boring ass like gay fashion assistant from like 2005 outfit. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, Holo, lock him in there. Holo's like, sure, sir, I'll do that. And yeah, so he throws Nando into hostage style. What is that called? Whatever. He throws him into the room with Soyeon. Soyeon explains to him that Ozai was the one who killed his mom, right? And so he's like, huh? What? Cut to the next scene. Capitalism is like, Dad, like, I'm sorry, I know I failed you, but you can't kill him. You can't kill him, Dad. You can't kill him. He's like, and his dad is like, no, I won't kill him. Capitalism's like, oh, okay. Yeah, sure, great, yeah. And they're like, everyone's like, up the security guards there, and they're like, oh yeah, just take this cozy elevator back home. We all believe you. I mean, I have Holo, I have what I want, so like, go ahead, leave. Soyeon and Nando get in the elevator, and he's like, Holo, fucking murk him. Elevator shaft starts dropping. We're going 3 floors, 5, 8, 10, 12. We're in the basement at this point. Basement 6, 5, 4, and we see the glasses floating out of Nando's pocket because of gravity. And we see them floating, and as they pass through the camera, we see Holo, and he's crying because the people he was supposed to protect are about to die. So he breaks the magic mirror coating and stops the elevator. He's like, that's not why I was made. Nando's mom made me to protect Nando and the people he loves. Okay? And I was like, that's my boy. That's my boy. Nando gets up, beats. Well, he punched him once, which I was mad about. I was super mad. I was like, kill him! Dude, like, ugh, nah, fine, like, don't, but like, come on! and Nando's like, you're gonna go to jail for what you did, blah, 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 blah. And Ozai's like, you think I'm the only one who's involved? You think they're not people who would pay millions to make sure that their name stays out of the papers? And then Holo is like, you just confessed to the whole of South Korea because the glasses have cameras in them. Obviously, This was a no-brainer to me. Obviously, there's a camera. Obviously, you don't confess to crimes on camera, like, unless it's a confession, but like, huh? Are you dumb? You boomer? Ugh. They got him in shackles. But sadly, Nando doesn't kill Ozai. I was like, damn, alright, fine. Okay, yeah. He confessed, he was cuffed up, but Nando was like, Holo can fall into the hands of very dangerous people, like, he shouldn't exist. I was like, he's right. Like, I thought this, like, literally the first episode, I was like, maybe we shouldn't. But whatever, at least he got there eventually. And let me show you this scene of, like, Holo getting deleted. It's like the funniest thing ever. Like, why is he smiling? Why is he smiling? Look at Nando. He's like falling to pieces. And Holo is like, yeah, peace, goodbye, love ya, love to see it. Whatever. And Nando's deleted. A year later, Nando and Soyun are still together, and they're dating. They're at the wedding of Eugene and Capitalism. Capitalism's a good guy now. I wish I knew his name, but I don't remember. And they take a picture, and lo and behold, who do we see in the photo? It's our boy Holo. He's still in the ether. He exists here. Well, not in my camera, but like, obviously, there's a potential of getting him back. Obviously, it would be different, but that's how it ends. Season 1 of My Holo Love. Goodness, there was so much that went on, actually. Like, oh my god. I think I'd give it a 7 out of 10. This is my first K-drama. I don't want to give it too high of a rating because I don't know, like, where it lies on the scale. It's well and truly. But it was a really good show. I really enjoyed it. It was, like, funny. I don't think it was meant to be funny, but I just found things funny the way they were done. But that is all. Oh my goodness, if you made it this far into the video, thank you. I really hope you enjoyed it. Once again, my name is Uahuu. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time.